Si sono conclusi 3 giorni qui a Castiglione del Lago per il Trasimeno Blues Festival con 3 set fantastici. Chiude il grande Corey Harris qui al mio fianco, che torna dopo tanti anni al Trasimeno Blues Festival. Welcome back to the Trasimeno Blues Festival, Corey.
Thank you.
Many people knows you by the movie Feel Like Going Home. What this project, how this project did change your life, change you as a musician and as a human being?
Right. Well, the biggest change for me with dealing with the film was being able to meet Ali Farka Toure and spend time with him, play music with him, work with him. And so I was able to observe him not only as a musician, but as a man. He was someone who, as many people know, was a farmer. In fact, he called himself a farmer first before a musician. And he did a lot to help other people. He was a true man of the people, a man of his community. And so seeing that example inspired me to do works in my community as well. You know, so that was the biggest influence. And then also I wrote a book about Ali Farka Toure that I published last year. It's called Jahtigi. That's Jahtigui. And that's called The Life and Music of Ali Farka Toure. And you can find that on Amazon.com. And basically it's just talking about the man, his music, the history of Mali, and showing people the influence, the impact that he had on the people of Mali and the world.
And you have a great research in your music. After to listen to your music, this is my first sensation. Research in all your musical stuff. This is correct?
Well, I'm not a researcher, I'm a seeker. You know, so I'm looking always, no matter where I can find information, I'm going to look for it, you know. So yeah, definitely as musicians and as conscious people, we have to be informed and know about the things that matter to us and the things that matter to our history and the things that can touch other people, so that we can talk about the news, talk about the history, and be a force for change so that people can think about a different future than the present one we're living right now.
And what do you think will be your musical future?
Well, my musical future, just to complete more songs. I have a record that is being completed now, should be finished by next year. And I'll be going back to West Africa in the near future, probably the beginning of next year, and also the year after that. I have some plans to go forward as well, to Mali and to Guinea. So for the short term, for the next 2 years, that's what I'll be doing, playing music. I'll be writing another book as well. This time I'm writing a book about Sekou Bembia Diabate from Guinea, the guitar player. So that's the next projects.
So Africa is the center of your life and the center of your musical project.
Africa is Mother Earth. We all have DNA that began in Africa, and all the cultures began in Africa and then spread out and changed into their present form. And so in this time, when there's so much fragmentation and so much confusion, it's important for people, not only black people, to know who they are, but for all people to know world history, because people say that African history is the missing pages of world history. And we see that when we talk about Africa, there is a lot of history that is missing about Africa. Through colonialism, it was left out. And so it's now to I to bring forward that history so that people can realize, especially those of us who are black, African in the West, to realize from where we come and to know where we're going, you know, and for the rest of the world to realize how it's all one history, you know, and Africa was the core of it, the beginning, and all of humanity spread from there. So, yes.
If you were not a musician, what would you have done?
I would be a writer if I wasn't a musician. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the concert and for
much.
this interview.
Amen. Thank you very much.
you all. Blessings.